Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on Plannerzoid. I'm actually doing something a little bit different on my channel, so I'm really excited to talk about it in this video because it will be one of the topics on my channel that I will talk about a lot, probably weekly actually. So yeah, let's talk about it. Self-care. So today I wanted to just sit down with you guys and just talk about the importance of self-care. This is kind of like a reference video also for myself if I need to look back on it, but I think I pretty much know the importance. I think everybody pretty much knows the benefits and the importance of self-care, but the main thing is just actually practicing it, right? And that can be the hard part because a lot of times we may not have time to take care of ourselves the way that we really want to. So I'm just want to sit here and talk with you guys for a few minutes just about, reminding you the benefits and the importance of self-care. So self-care comes in a variety of different things. But before I even go down that list and get too deep into it, let's just talk about three main important things and benefits about self-care. So first of all, I got my phone for reference. I got to reference something. I've been trying to do better with having a little bit of guidance on my videos because time to time you will catch me rambling and talking, and some days I just need to. All right, so number one, the importance of self-care. We all know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I have to stress it out. It does make you feel good. It does make you feel better physically and mentally, as well as emotionally. We all need to take time out of our busy schedules, our busy days, weeks, months, to even year, to take care of ourselves. And it could be something as simple as just going to the nail salon to get your nails done, or even having a spa day at home, or journaling, or just anything to take your mind away from everything going on, even if it's just for a few minutes. So it does make you feel better. And I'm speaking from this with experience. I need to get back on my self-care actually. But when I was doing it consistently, I would probably just do it like once or twice a week. It was definitely helpful. And I would set out a day or two out the week, a time slot to just focus on my self-care. Nothing else bothers me, self-care only. And my husband is even aware. I will let him know, hey, from this time to this time block is my self-care time. Don't bother me. And he gets it, he knows, he understands. So it's really important that you take the time to figure out what kind of self-care is right for you and what's the best time to do it. You really have to sit down and do that. It's so important. It's so easy for us to get caught up in all the things that we have to get done and all the things we have to do. And I know everybody's life is different and it varies, but I do feel like no matter where you are in your life, there's some kind of access to some kind of self-care, even if it's something as simple as going for a walk, for example, and getting some air, or just doodling and drawing something, or even mindful meditation, just taking the time to take the time away from everything going on around you. The next one is it makes you reflect and understand why. So the second thing that's important about self-care is that I feel like, at least for me, this changes for everybody, I'm sure, but I feel like everyone kind of feels this. When you start doing it, it will make you understand why you're doing it and how important it is. And obviously, you should like it, so it's going to make you want to do it even more. And you know what's funny? I started this video and didn't even do the intro that I wanted to do because I got right into this video. So real quick, I just have to say, I've been trying to talk fashion, so I gotta tell you my outfit of the day. Outfit of the day is this beautiful monochrome sage green shirt with an olive green, like wide leg pants with some flowers, and this easy head wrap that I just threw on my head, with some fun earrings from Bev Luna. So if you haven't checked out Bev Luna, check her out on Instagram. I'll link her below. But look at these earrings. Aren't they cute? And I actually got a lot of jewelry from her, and in about, I think it's a week actually, because I try to plan my videos ahead of time. I'm going to be doing like a haul video showing all the fun earrings that she makes. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and post a picture of the outfit somewhere on this video. So yeah, I just want to share my outfits of the day. It's very important that you reflect and understand why self-care is important to you. And once you start doing it, it really makes you understand that and see that. And it's going to make you do it even more because it feels good. Self-care is supposed to feel good. So that's basically all I want to say about that. Lastly, the importance of self-care, like my last thing about it is that like it helps you manage your stress. And I can attest to that because anytime you're taking something away from something chaotic or whatever, it kind of lowers the bar, right? It kind of makes it easier. So sometimes you have to take yourself away from the chaos and do what you have to do to regroup and get yourself back together. Even if it's something as simple as I mentioned before, taking a breath. I just wanted to kind of stress those things because it's important to remember that, to remember why we practice self-care in the first place so that we can try to manage our stress, we can manage our time better, we can feel well rested, we can feel more refreshed, we can take the time to do the things we enjoy. And if you're someone like me, I enjoy shopping. So yes, sometimes I have to set aside time to do that. So yeah, and it makes you feel so much better, like physically, mentally, it does. But I feel like in order for it to be really effective, it's not a one-time thing. You can't do it one time and say, okay, I do feel good, and that's it. Because it's easy for your life to be like, hi, I'm back. The chaos is back walking in. So it's like, no, you need to definitely do it kind of often so you can reap the benefits and understand the benefits. And often don't mean every single day. If you want to do every single day, you absolutely can. But you can do once a week, every other day, bi-weekly, once a month. I don't know. Figure it out. I would say once a year, but no, we need self-care more than once a year. If you're trying to do little things like journaling, mindful meditation, you could try to incorporate that daily, weekly, do that, So yeah. And then the last little bit of my video, I just kind of want to talk about the different kinds of self-care. I just want to kind of breeze through it a little bit, just to kind of get your mind going and help you remember. Because I think when people think of self-care, they think of going to the spa, taking a bath, all those like aesthetic things. And yes, of course, that could be self-care because if that's self-care for you, it is. But there's so much more to self-care than just doing those things. And at first, when I started really trying to practice self-care, I did start with, okay, having all the body scrubs, taking, bath, shower, whatever. I did start with that. But then over time, I felt like, I need more. Because some days I'm not going to feel like doing all of that. Like it literally takes me up to 2 hours. I'll say that, from 1 hour to 2 hours to do all that stuff. And sometimes I'm too tired to do that. So it made me start thinking of other avenues of self-care I can do if I did not feel like doing that. But I definitely need to get back to doing that because it made me feel really good, like physically, like my body, It made my skin soft, it made me glow. So yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to talk about a few different kinds of self-care, and I feel like everyone already knows this, but I don't care. I'm going to make a video anyway. The main self-care that I think we all know is like physical self-care. So, I mean, honestly, they all kind of mesh together at once if you think about it, because if you do something physically for yourself, it can help you mentally, emotionally, this and that, but it's neither here nor there. I still want to kind of break it up just to make it easier for me or anyone else. So the first one I'm starting with is the physical self-care. So physical self-care could be things like going to the spa, taking a bath, going to the gym to work out, any kind of care that you choose to take that will benefit your body, if that makes sense. Eating healthy. It's a lot of different kind of things you could do with physical self-care. For me, the physical self-care I actually like to do is like spa days, like, soak my feet or something, take a bath, and at times go to the gym, but I'm not the biggest gym person, but sometimes going to the gym is a form of self-care for me, especially if I had a long day. I can get all that stress out by, lifting weights or going to my cycling class or whatever I do. So yeah, the next kind of self-care is the mental self-care. So obviously if you're doing physical things, that's going to help with your mental, but breaking it up, mental self-care could be something like journaling all your thoughts on paper, or even doodling all your thoughts on paper. You can draw and doodle. You don't have to write a whole essay. There's a lot of different things you could do. Even with mental self-care, honestly, for some people, even sometimes myself, going to see a therapist sometimes and just having a chat, just simply venting to someone, that can help. You're trying to escape what is going on for temporarily, just for a little bit, or you're just trying to ease the stress off you, so you need to find another way to just so that's another way to just it's just like talking it out with someone. So yeah, that can definitely be a form of self-care. And then there is financial self-care. For some people, finances is a form of self-care for them. At one point it kind of was for me, but then I fell off. The financial thing is not easy, to be honest. Saving money, it's not easy. The last kind that I kind of wanted to just briefly talk about was emotional self-care. And with emotional self-care, it could be something simple as calling a family member, seeing how they're doing, talking to your friends. Well, actually, that's kind of like social, but there's an emotional aspect to it, which is why I also mentioned therapy. I feel like self-care, honestly, y'all, is a slippery slope. And not in a bad way. It's just because there's so many avenues and directions you can go with self-care. It's really like a tree for real. There's so many different directions you can go with self-care. There is no set manual to take care of yourself. You know what's right for you and you know what works for you. So you have to take the time to find that and do it. Basically just do it. If you're not sure where to start with the self-care and what you want to do, the two places I love to go to is Pinterest. If you look up self-care on there, there are so many spreadsheets and ideas and just formats if you're not sure what kind of format you want to follow. There's also a lot of places that just list out, 100 self-care ideas, and it's just boom, there it is. That's it for the video. I just wanted to simply talk about the importance of self-care on this self-care Sunday. You like that? See what I did there? I'm definitely trying to change up my channel, as I've been talking in other videos, of how I post in my schedule. So I'm trying some stuff out. But anyways, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to leave you guys with this. At the end of my video, especially my self-care videos, I ain't doing it on every video, but most definitely the self-care videos, I want to give a quote at the end. So before I tell you my quote, just know the app that I am using on my phone is I Am Affirmations. No, this video is not sponsored. It's just the app that I found online one day when I was really down bad and I needed, a mental pick-me-up. And after looking through many apps, this app is my savior. I really like this app. I have it on my home screens. It's amazing. So the quote I want to leave you with is, I am going to shock everyone with my comeback. You can choose from different kinds of quotes. You can change your background. And the quote that I gave you today is under the Feeling Sassy tab. So a lot of these quotes I've been getting are savage, really savage. If you are working on making a comeback, work on it. Do what you got to do and bring it in with a bang. Because only you know what you want in your life, and only you can make that happen. Yes, you have support, and it's amazing to have support, but at the end of the day, it's all on you. So I'm going to leave you with that. You guys have an amazing day. Make sure you practice some kind of self-care, and stay tuned for my next video coming up where I do a self-care spread in my planner. So subscribe, and share with your friends. Bye guys.